Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Costco. So starting out by looking at their PE, it's currently at a 46, which is a little higher than I like as you want this to be around 20 or less. And seeing if they offer any dividends, they do. They currently have a yield of 0.55%, which comes out to about 79 cents per share. Getting into their income statement now, I want to start off by looking at their revenue. So as of the most recent year, they're bringing in 195 billion, which is very impressive as it's up about 66 billion from 5 years ago. Now with their net income, it's looking just as impressive as they've been growing this every year. And the last thing to look at on the income statement is the shares outstanding. So this is something you want to see decrease. The more it goes up, the less your shares are worth. As you can see, it's up from 2017 by about 5 million. So hopefully going into the future, they'll start buying back some shares. Moving into their balance sheet now, I want to start off by looking at their current assets. So their current asset growth looks great as they have brought this up to about 29 billion, which is an increase of 70% from 5 years ago. Now, with the current liabilities, on the other hand, as of 2021, they're also at 29 billion, which is kind of okay since they do technically have 70 million more current assets than current liabilities. The last and one of the most important aspects to look at in any company is the free cash flow. So cash flow is important because companies that have a lot of money on hand have the advantage of being able to pay off any debt, invest into future growth, or pay dividends. So this is clearly something you need to see be improved on year after year. As you can see, it's mostly looking good. They seem to have a couple up and down years, but they are up overall from 2017, which is what I want to see. By looking at the pattern, I bet they'll have a good year with this in 2022. In conclusion, Costco is a very solid looking company. Their income statement is what really made me like their financials as it's nearly perfect. When it comes to their balance sheet, I hope for them to have a bigger gap between their current assets and their current liabilities as it's a tiny bit sketchy right now. Then finally, with the cash flow statement, I'm hoping to see a little more consistency, but I'm not upset with what I saw. When it comes to buying the stock, I think the perfect price for it would probably be in the low $500 range, where it was in January and February. So, two things I want to mention before I end the video is my trading strategy is centered around finding value in a company. If I don't see consistent growth in most or all the categories I cover, then I tend to stay away. Secondly, I also want to point out that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy speaking my opinion on stuff on YouTube, so I highly recommend doing more research before coming to the conclusion of buying or selling any stock that I talk about. If you guys have any companies you want me to take a look at, feel free to comment them down below. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching and have a nice day.